Hello, hello, my conscious dresser. Tis I, Galen, the Style Sherpa, here with you again. Happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing very well on this lovely, lovely day. I'm doing well. I've got a new toy, and I'll tell you about it after I'm done with my spiel because I'm using the new toy. And I don't know, it feels life changing, as ridiculous as it is. But if I move it now, it may screw it up and then it will be just a holy hot mess. So we're just going to deal with that afterwards. So hopefully I remember to do that. If not, I'll probably pop on and do a ridiculous, oh my God, you have to see this thing because that's what I do, right? Hello, hello, and welcome to Conscious Dressing with a Style Sherpa. Welcome to all the new members and everyone who is here joining us today. I am Galen Apt, the Style Sherpa. And I have the great honor and pleasure of being able to guide people to create the change they seek in their lives by giving them the tools to feel fully supported to start living the life that they desire on their terms. It's pretty powerful stuff. It's pretty cool. I love what I do. I love my clients so much because they're all a bunch of badasses. Anywho, earlier this week I did a post about creating change through confidence, right? And in the post, I sort of touched on that ickiness that you feel when you've got a wardrobe that you are filled closets with and you're wearing stuff that's just not for you. It makes you feel awkward and insecure and unworthy, and it makes you want to disappear and stay small, makes you want to hide, not try new things, and all of that leads to no change, no confidence. It takes away all your confidence. What I want to do is read that post to you in case you didn't see it, because I think it might resonate. I think it could probably resonate with all of us. I mean, I don't know about you, but I have felt all of these things. So I'm going to read this post and then go on. So you know that feeling of putting on something that just doesn't feel like you're wearing a costume or someone else's clothes. You feel awkward, insecure, out of place. You tug at the clothing, you fidget with your hair, accessories, you hold a coat or bag in front of you to try to hide. You wish you could slink away unnoticed and get changed as fast as possible back into that safe t-shirt and leggings. Yeah, that feeling sucks. I hate that feeling. I hate that feeling of having gone out of the house knowing that what I'm wearing is not me. It's awful. So that feeling comes from having a wardrobe full of good enough, or someone else was cleaning out their closet and said, would you like these? That feeling comes from not feeling worthy of things that make you feel amazing. That feeling comes from not knowing who you are or what you want or how you want to show up. That feeling comes from the self-sabotage of an unhealthy mindset. But what if you had a wardrobe full of possibilities? What if you had a collection of pieces that allowed you to create the best, most confident version of you, no matter what that is? What if you had the knowledge and skill to create looks that gave you confidence to fully show up? There is enormous power in harnessing your wardrobe, curating each piece, creating styles that not only support but also help you step into each version of yourself confidently. It changes how you show up. It changes how others respond to you, and it changes how you respond to others. It's like donning a costume made, a custom-made superhero outfit that makes you feel like this is how you were always meant to show up. That feels a lot better. Hey, Liz. Hey, Kristen. Hi, Lynn. Hello, hello. Nice to see you all. Okay. I get so distracted by the comments. Okay, so that was my post from earlier in the week, and I have a feeling it resonated a lot. I got a lot of, oh my gosh, comments on that post. It's kind of icky. So now I want to talk about where confidence comes from. So confidence comes from self-discovery, understanding yourself inside and out, fully tuning into your needs and wants, and shining a light on those habits that might not be so great. They might be keeping you small or self-sabotaging. Just self-discovery is a big thing. So understanding where you might need a little work so then you can then work on those things That's where confidence comes from. Confidence comes from prioritizing yourself. This is a big one. Self-worth, baby. Self-worth. Truly putting yourself at the top of the list. Investing the time, money, and energy to support your needs, wants, and dreams. And that is very hard. And I know many of us, especially if we have been parents, when you are raising your children, the focus is, of course, on the children, without a doubt. I mean, it's a big responsibility. Keep something alive, right? Keep something alive till it becomes an adult and can function on its own. That is no easy task, my friends. Trust me, I did it twice. Somehow. I don't know. Plants, I can't do. Kids, evidently, I can keep alive. But it's hard to prioritize yourself when you have those sort of responsibilities. But when you've reached that point in your life where you're ready to prioritize yourself, that's where confidence comes from. Confidence comes from vulnerability. Ooh, ooh. Makes you all kind of nauseous, doesn't it? Being okay with not being perfect. Knowing when you need help is one of the top 5 characteristics of confident people. Did you know that confident people ask for help? It seems like jumbo shrimp, oxymoron, right? If I'm confident, what do I need help with? You're so confident you know what you don't know and that you need to bring someone else in to help you with that thing. It's kind of an amazing stat, I think. And confidence comes from release. Last week I talked about release. So having a regular practice of releasing things, whether that's mindsets, habits, fears. When you let go of the things that keep you stagnant, you learn to trust yourself, which enables you to become more confident. So all of these elements of where confidence comes from, I have covered in my lives for the last 4 or 5 weeks. So feel free to go back and check them out because I address each one in a different live, in a different way. And so hopefully it will sort of open some doors for you and get you thinking about what you might need or want confidence-wise. And I want to talk about clothing as confidence because clothing is such a huge, huge part of creating who we are and how we show up. The act of intentionally creating aspirations of how we want to be, when we immediately begin to transform into that person. As soon as we decide we want to be something different than what we are, that immediately opens a gate and you're already on your way. You're already starting to transform. Just that desire starts the transformation. So just the very act of doing something so purposefully for yourself, it's a catalyst for change. We start picturing how we want to look, how we're going to act, how we're going to feel. This, what I refer to as the delight stage in my release system, the 4 stages of releasing things. This is imagining. Imagine if I release my insecurity. Imagine that person. How is she going to show up? She's going to show up in a really badass purple top and some wonky, crazy, cool earrings that just are silly and fun. That's how she's going to show up. So when you are ready to release that old version of you, a version that you may not have even wanted to become, but may have been told how to show up. I bet we can all raise our hands there. We were all told how we were supposed to show up. I'm going to just pause and look down at the comments, see if there's anything. Oh, we got, I know those people. Yeah, I know. So now our clothing does jumpstart that, right? So we get to create every day, we get to create how we want to show up. But you can only do that if you have really cool stuff in your wardrobe, if you have the pieces that are truly, truly for you. So harnessing the power of the wardrobe, choosing pieces that work for you instead of against you, or it's fine, it's good enough, it covers me up. You want to gather pieces that enhance and support all the versions of yourself that you're going to want to express, because there's more than one version of you. I show up in a multitude of archetypes, of versions of myself. It just depends any given day who's going to show up. I never know who it's going to be. It's kind of fun, a little exciting. I like that. Let me see. I'm just referring to my notes over here. So if you are out shopping and you see a piece that makes you go, ooh, listen to that. Explore that a little bit. Ask yourself, like, don't just ignore it and go, oh, I couldn't get away with it. Ask yourself, oh, what made me go, ooh, what does it make me feel? And don't walk away from a special piece because it might cost too much. Where would I wear it? Liz, I know you're guilty of this all the time. And how many times have I spanked you for this? Just saying. I'll never wear it. Where am I going? Where am I going? A version of you that may not have, a version of you that you can't even imagine, right? But now you are imagining, and you've picked that piece up for a reason. So you want to get rid of these old stories, you want old messages that, that were trying to keep you small. You're trying to put those aside. So when you're out, you want to make sure that you take pieces that really mean something to you. And if someone is giving you a glorious bag of clothing that no longer serves them, definitely go through it, because one man's trash is another man's treasure. If it's not serving them anymore but it's perfect for you, that's great. But be careful about each piece and be choosy. Don't just take it because it's free. Take it and keep it because it means something to you, because it feels really good for you, on you, and you're like, oh, this is something that I've never had before that I would totally like to try to play with. Clothing has a ridiculous effect on us. As I stated earlier, it can make you want to disappear, or it can make you feel incredible. My clothing is my number one tool to shift my mindset and my confidence, and why I actually have created the conscious dressing methodology to share with my clients. Actually, as a matter of fact, yesterday I was heading to a networking event, an in-person networking event, and I was kind of like, ooh, I am not feeling really chatty today. And, frankly, I don't even remember what I do for a living. So I don't know. I'm not sure. So I had to really smack myself around, say it's time for some conscious dressing, and let's start pulling out things that are going to bring out the chatty side of me, the social side, the confident side, while feeling supported. So I pulled out a bright yellow skirt with a little zipper up the side. It's so cute. It's very sunny and delightful and happy. And I was like, that's joyful. Yellow is just joyful. But I knew I also need to stay super grounded. So I put on a black top, but not just any top. I wanted to put on a top that really sort of balanced out this very cute professional skirt. I wanted something that made me go, yeah, I'm cute, I'm professional, I'm sunshine, but I'm also a little rock and roll. So the t-shirt that I put on, the black shirt, had a poison hemlock oil, had a dead rat. It's from one of my favorite local designers, Corrupt Label. And it's got this really cool like rocker cut. Looks like you cut it, but better, because it was done at the factory. I put that on. Then I put on a pair of awesome, sparkly, crazy cool shoes, and then some gold sort of Cleopatra-like jewelry. So I was keeping the balance of my outfit so that I could feel social, but also myself. And I got a lot of great feedback. I actually was talking with a gentleman, and he said, well, let me tell you what I think of what your outfit is communicating to me. Well, I mean, yes, tell me. This was such a fun conversation. He's like, it tells me that you are bold because it's the bright yellow. It's bold. But you're also confident because you don't need to look like everybody else in the room. He said, because you do not look like everybody else in the room. And I said, thank you. That's exactly what I wanted, because I had the choice. I could have dressed like though I knew how everyone in that room was going to show up. I've been to these networking events before. I know who comes and I know how they dress. And I have and could have dressed exactly that way to fit in. But that's not what I'm looking to do. I was looking to start conversations, and I was looking to be authentically me, because frankly, I'm not big on, wear something to blend in all the time. Sometimes it's fine, and sometimes I need and want to. Other times, that's not me. And I wanted to attract people who were like, that's interesting. I think I want to know more about whatever the hell that is over there. And it worked. I talked to a lot of really cool people last night and had some great conversations. So back to let me just take a look at my notes, conscious sifting through what you have. Yes, so you want to make sure that you are collecting the things you have and getting rid of things that really, really make you feel awful. If you put something on and you're like, I hate how I felt all day, when you get home, put that in the donate pile. That should no longer go back on your body. Absolutely, absolutely not. Everything is about creating a confident version of yourself, showing up the way you want to, so that you can then support the people that you have to support. And I know I say this all the time, but it's so true. If you are showing up in your full power, it allows you to help others to show up in their full power. And it's such a gift. It's such a gift. It's why I do what I do. I love, love, love what I do. I am currently enrolling people in my Sherpa Ascent program. I've started the enrollment process. So if you're looking for change or in need of a confidence boost to sort of start that process, Sherpa Ascent program might be something that you're looking for. If you are starting to think about, maybe it's time for me to prioritize myself. Maybe my kids have just gone off to college, or they've left the nest, or you're just, changing careers and you really want to show up a little bit differently, and you want to show up in a more confident version of yourself. Maybe it's time to seek some help, as confident people do, and work in the program for a bit. So I'm just going to check the comments again, see if anybody's got anything to say. Let's see. Kristen, I get that there are clothes that don't feel right, but you have also shown me that sometimes it's a matter of how I wear it that changes everything. I am so smart. Gosh, yes, that is so true. that is so true. It is how you wear it. And actually, Beth's comment below that I actually wore a tree skirt out at the holidays a couple of years ago. Yes, a tree skirt under my tree. It was a tree skirt that I made for my tree. I made it. It was a handmade tree skirt. It's the most expensive tree skirt ever. And I wore it out to a Christmas party because it was a ugly Christmas sweater party. And I wore my tree skirt out because, why not? You wear your ugly sweater, I wear my tree skirt. But I didn't wear a tree skirt, the way most people would have, maybe as a cape. I actually wore it as a skirt with leggings and a cute top. I'll have to post a picture in here of that. That was totally fun. I actually would wear that again. Let's see. Let's see. I love the outfits you show up in at our networking events. Always different. Thank you, Lynn. I try to, and this is actually probably where this whole thing started, is I get bored very easily. So I like having a variety of things in my closet. That also allows me to support myself, to show up. So if I have that variety of things, it allows me to put together outfits that are working for me on any given day. So it's one of my tricks of the trade. Liz, I bought a black sequin shrug and would love to wear it during the day, but the challenge for me. Yes, I do. Liz, my dearest and oldest friend, we've known each other since first grade, and she is my toughest client, hands down. But she's being taught, she can learn. I'm so proud of her. Yeah, and you know what? You want to wear that during the day? You know how I feel about sequins during the day. I love sequins during the day. I love balancing out the sequins, and I love that you want to wear that during the day. That signals I'm ready for change, right? I want to do things differently. I see other people doing things differently. I want to do things differently. Yay. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes, so that's really all I have to say is create confidence, create change, go look at your wardrobe, and get rid of the things that are not you. That's the first thing you have to do. If there is something in there from Great Aunt Betsy, get rid of it. Now, if it's sentimental, I've got ideas for you. We can keep that piece, but it doesn't have to sort of take up all that mental space in your closet. But creating confidence through your clothing, super, super important to your everyday mindset. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be on live next week or not, heading away for a few days. So I may or may not be doing a live. But next week, my post is about wearable memories. And I think it would be a fun conversation. So here's hoping that I will have the wherewithal to pop on and sort of chat with you all about that. If you know anyone who would be interested in joining the Facebook group and partaking in these discussions, or just watching them, or being part of our community, invite them, please. We would love to have them in here, looking to grow the group and reach as many people as we can, because we all need to spread the love, the self-care, the confidence. It's everything. We all need it. So I'm going to send you off today with love. Be more confident and enjoy your weekend.